Grade 12s, let us further our horizons of understanding the IUPAC naming of aldehydes. Now, before we can get into the task at hand, allow me to remind you that it does not matter how many times you have been trying to study, but you have been falling short of understanding whatever that you are studying. And it doesn't matter how many times you have experienced poor marks from term 1 to date, and it does not matter how many times you have been failing from term 1 to the next term and the other term. What I know and what matters is the actuality that NETA is now here for you to ensuring that you achieve level 6 and level 7 in your mathematics, physical sciences, and other subjects. Because it cannot be that you keep falling into the trap of being a victim of poor performances from term 1 to date. NETA is here to stop that nonsense from happening. Now let us engage ourselves in the geniusness of understanding the IUPAC naming of aldehydes. Suppose we are given a structural formula of this nature. Let us suppose our structural formula is shaped in this way. Now, whenever you have to name any homologous series with branches, where you have branches that are extended from what could be seen to be a parent chain, the first thing that you have to do is that you have to check the highest number, a chain with the highest number of carbons, and that chain will be declared your parent chain. So the first responsibility to be carried out is the responsibility of checking the chain with the highest number of carbons. Let us start. Remember, you start your counting from the functional group. This is our functional group of the aldehydes, which is the formyl group. Now, when you start from this point, you start to count to check the highest number of the chain with the highest number of carbons. So let us start our counting. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see that this chain has got only 3 carbons that are available. Let us check another chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that this has got 4 number of carbons, and this is the highest. This is the chain with the highest number of carbons. And every time you count and you find a chain with the highest number of carbons, you must immediately declare it your parent chain. Now that it has been declared our parent chain, you can see that our parent chain has got 4 carbons, and 4 is demonstrated with the prefix of but. Therefore, this is going to be butanal. And there is a chain that extends from the parent chain, and it must also be accounted for. The chain and together with its position, it has to be accounted for. And you can see that there is only 1 carbon that is extended from the parent chain, and 1 carbon, remember, is always represented by meth. Therefore, this is going to be methyl. Therefore, we have methyl butanal. And the position to which this chain that is coming out from, that is emerging from the parent chain, is situated must also be accounted for. Now we have to check the position to which it is situated. 1, 2. It is connected with the second chain of the second carbon of the parent chain. Therefore, we have to also include it in our molecular formula. Therefore, this structural formula is what we call 2-methyl butanal. Now, let us check another structural formula that is little bit similar to the one that we were dealing with. That is not far from the one that we were dealing with. Now the same principle must be applied. We first must carry the responsibility. We must first carry the burden of choosing of determining the parent chain. Remember, the parent chain is always a chain with the longest number of carbons. The highest number of carbons is the longest chain. Now let us check, and remember, we start our counting from the functional group. 1, 2, 3, 4. This chain has got 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3. And this has got only 3 carbons. And this means that this should immediately be declared as our parent chain. Since it's our parent chain that contains 4 carbons, remember 4 is denoted by but. So it's going to be butanal. So this is the name that shows the parent chain. And we have to check the branches, the number of carbons of our branch chains. You can see that this is the carbon that is extended from the parent chain, and it's only 1 carbon. When there is only 1 carbon, we say it's methyl. Therefore, it's going to be methyl butanal. But remember that the position to which this carbon is situated must also be accounted for. 1, 2. So it is situated on the second position, the second carbon of the parent chain. Therefore, that must also be included in our IUPAC naming. Therefore, we have 2-methyl butanal. If there has been an instance or every possibility or actuality that you might have misunderstood anything that has been going on throughout the course of the video, please submit all of your confusions to our Netta WhatsApp study session so that we can study with you and show you how all these things are taken care of, how all this geniusness of the IUPAC naming is applied. Because it cannot be that you fail to understand that from term 1, you fail to understand that from term 2, you fail to understand that from term 3, and you even want to fail to understand it in term 4. That is a demonstration of pure ignorance on your side. I know that the major reason is because your teachers are not doing enough to explain it to you. But if you fail to understand these things from all these 4 terms, you are also to be held accountable for ignorance on your side too. Now, please ensure that you study with Netta so that Netta can ensure that we push you to level 6 and level 7.